Continuing to be problematic on this B-bomb site right now. FURIA coming back for more. Lurk smoke is such a problem for the orb. JDC, he's got to hit the charge shot. M4 out, gets a dink. cello somehow gets away with a kill. They're deep in the site. Throughout. So let's get into this series. Elimination stage on the line. Top 16 here at the Perfect World Shanghai Major by the winner of this matchup. FURIA big and Nuke to kick it off.
Oh, and FURIA might start this one off with a bang. Straight up a rush from the FURIA squad. Absin fell first, as it's Keserato on the opening. And already big left out of position on this one. You're going to be hinging a lot of this on the flank in through lobby. Searson also a part of this as he's pushed all the way through the yard. Searson able to deal with Yuri. Oh, what a follow-up from Searson. He's got the ball rolling on this. Regon might fall, but Fallen dead after one. It's all Searson right now. 3 kills deep in the pistol. Tap on that bomb. Skulls moves in, and Crimbo gonna delete him. Big left a man down. But Searson makes magic happen for Big.
That's a really hard site to retake as well. FURIA have great positions. CT vent, T vent, hut. That feels like a round made for FURIA with a man advantage off that top hit, but Searson just nails them. Bangers on the USP. And Big come in confident, come in swinging to this series. Fighting form for Big as FURIA come in with a force. Got a Galil on Fallen, we got a bunch of pistols. Plenty of util to remain explosive. Orb for Searson in round 2. My God, he's not even got a helmet, Harry. He's feeling it right now. You love to see that. Probably expecting the force. This is FURIA after all. They got a plant, but oh, damn. Smoke's come down outside. It's a bit of a fake out. We got Fallen crossing behind, but Yuri setting up on a main hit right now. With that flash, he can gain some space. FURIA go for that top side. Double entry from cello, and Searson's got to save that orb.
I mean, this would be the downside to having that early AWP, right? Left in a retake with JDC and Regon unable to stop the flow of FURIA. Big do just have to concede and write this one off now. And so this is competitive from the get-go. No waiting around. It seems like FURIA coming in with a game plan to try and exploit this top side. Ooh, even Crimbo hunted right at the close. Only at the MP9, the two, big ticket items gonna make it out of the round for Big, sure, but it's the fact that FURIA do this flawlessly. cello gets it all done. Lovely little sequence. And even the hunt at the end.
At least they keep the orb. Makes all the difference here for Big. Having a couple of guns to fight into this round, but yes, FURIA flip the script very early, take control of this game. Both the rifles play together. We got the main peak for Searson. We got Tabson close outside, but FURIA on full group lobby right now. Oh, the spam is so annoying as well. Searson ducking down the vent blinded. But FURIA can just pop another top hit if they wanted to. And there's not a lot Big can do about it with just pistols here. Searson comes back up outside. Tabson reroutes heaven. It's all about these two rifles for Big. Will they be in the right place at the right time?
the start of this round, K Serato beeline straight into Hut. It looks like they do just want to run down the top site again.
Tabson's not here. I mean, it's going to be another save for Big. There's no way Rigon and JDC can stop this tide of Furia. Ouch.
There's the mollies making everyone uncomfortable. They hit their mark. Vent drop. They managed to get down lower with 3. Crimbo is already down here.
If they swing the double door, he's the dead man walking.
One back, but Tabson makes it down in time. Searson's also firing off in the meantime. And now it's all left onto Fallen. Back and forth to open up. This time it's Tabson left in the limelight. Big with an immediate reply. Fast drop down lower. They piece that one together really quickly. Big, the speed on those rotates is fantastic.
Fury don't want to be too obvious with it after they do the top hit, but little do they know, the top hit was actually the perfect remedy. Big had double ramp. Their rotate is so fast. Crimbo goes right down, gets a nice position. Able to trade out. Tabson assists. Searson stops the lurk. It all goes perfectly for Big, but that A side was so weak. Furia back to the drawing board, back to a couple of guns. Feels like an exciting game of Nuke already with some of the rounds we're getting out of Furia. Can Big stay proactive? Can Big stay informed? Crimbo's going to have to drop. Searson can't stop that first player, but he will pick the second. Down B goes Crimbo, faking his retreat as he gets ready to re-aggress.
Good catch for JDC. And now Tabson, is meant to be lending a helping hand here. Crimbo's good for the trade. Dinked up though and finished off by Skulls. JDC, next man on the scene, makes it down lower, but it's an awkward spray to open.
Lots of damage though.
Looking at Searson, who's played a very confident game thus far, pushing down, spots Skulls, and that AWP is ready to fire off in time. It is a very hot start for Searson. Can Fallen cancel it out? It's just the one and done.
Dude,
I'm excited by Searson right now. He is making me happy.
He's looked like this all tournament as well, all RMR, all major, through every game, apart from that FlyQuest one where no one could really show up. Like, just so reliable on this AWP, and good, good head on his shoulders there. He gets that spot while he's walking down with the USP. He pulls back, pulls the AWP, scopes up. Skulls just tries to peek him. No chance. Furia. Now they're Giga broke and they buy again because of the plant, because of the damage. They may have Big on the rocks, but they have to win this round. It looks like another top hit.
Good smoke to cancel out the pace on this one. JDC, they run right through it. Great screen for Cello, but he's still good for the trade. And Rigon mollied out of the back of the site. These mollies have been punishing to Big. Tabson dead up in the heavens. Searson AWP still in play, but he's trading out onto the M4 for this retake. That means Big do want to give this a go. Waiting up in heaven. They do not want to concede versus the Pistols.
What plant? Cello goes for the heaven plant. Very dangerous. This could get weird in a post plant, Harry. They've got a smoke, but they've not got a kit right now. Maybe Rigon's drop one back site. But no one can play this bomb except for Cello at the moment. Oh, do they even want this?
Nah. Too much time elapses, nothing given.
Felt super winnable, honestly, from positions, but it's info that Big doesn't have. Bro, these topside executes are brutal for Furia. The double mollies and on the timings they're doing them is very annoying for Big. JDC, Rigon, both getting one. But Furia's Tech 9s just blast them. Great shot from Skulls to heaven. That's a round-winning kill onto Tabson's rotation. And Furia, they do it with less, again.
Yeah, I mean, what you're starting to see happen now is like Big forced to play kind of different crossfires to what they'd game planned for here, right? Early on, it was top up, back sight, but both times these are the positions getting mollied, these are the angles getting removed, and so that top sight starts to feel a lot more claustrophobic once two of the kind of best spots get taken out of the round. Oh, bit of aggression. They don't want to wait around anymore, Dorigon and JDC. They take Lobby away. There's the crunching ramp. This leaves Furia with control out in the yard. Searson out here with the AWP, but one man's made it past him. Yuri all the way over towards Hell, while the rest of Furia head down secret. They can lend Yuri a little bit of time here before committing to the lower play.
They're going to go up the vent. That's a pretty crazy move right now, and this JDC in the door side as well, so this can get a little bit weird. Yuri might just be trying to kill vent rotations later. That's also a valid play, considering how many men are down lower, but Fallen falls after one, and Furia look interested either way. Oh dear, there's heavy rotates. In fact, vent suddenly appears to be their best option, but they don't know about JDC, who could ruin this round.
Yeah, Yuri's missed that both times he's tried to check. JDC even aware of the heaven wrap and skulls. Oh my God, it's on a knife's edge. JDC locks it down. One-man army. JDC has arrived, finally able to put a stop to one of these top plays.
Crazy. Chaotic, everything, but not chaota for Furia. It's the back and forth of this game keeps on raging on. JDC tucked behind the vent, and Yuri never saw him. Yuri calls he killed a topside player, or at least killed the rotation on ramp, but JDC plays it beautifully. Look at that nade dodge as well. JDC's also been solid, right? Third highest rated player. Big anchor man, entry man, he does it all.
I mean, even in that interview, Tabson sung his praises, right? And said how he put the trust in him to try new things. And in that Vertigo comeback specifically, he said, look, I know this isn't usually your job, but we need you to start excelling in it. And I think JDC was a huge part as to why that game got brought back.
So much pressure on that B-bomb side of stairs on the T side.
Another buy up for Furia. They try their hand at the top side hit again. Old habits dying hard as Cello makes it down the vent. Skulls in tow. Furia get down lower.
So desperate, and Crimbo so quick on these rotates. They go for the clear either way. No way he gets two. Skulls just needed a single shot. Denied. Fallen can't find him now. He knows he can't be far. Crimbo hiding out. They want to try and save him, but that vent's being harbored. Fallen hits a banger. These Tech 9s have been unbelievable for Furia in this game, but in this round, it shouldn't be enough.
Don't get me wrong, it's a clean shot for Fallen, but the fact that Crimbo gets out of that lower hold so low on health, they're ready for him, and he's, you know, found 2 kills, but also dinked up Fallen.
Impressive output. This is being held down.
Big wait for that plant before they react. They wait for the guarantee of a sort of 3v1 down at lower while Fallen's getting the bomb planted, and Tabson will clean up shop.
Patient round for Big, right? They want to drop vent. It gets a little bit risky. They cancel it.
Even though it's been this very back and forth start, it's only Big thus far who have been able to streak rounds together, right? It's their second double up here on their CT side. Once again, Furia get a bomb plant, they get out with a good bit of damage, but I don't know if this is going to be enough to spur you on to buy again. But with how this game's gone, I mean, nothing's for granted here.
I do want to keep my eye on this vent rotation, though, because it was in that FlyQuest game where it felt like Rigon was absolutely jumping the gun with some of his drops down vent, like getting them killed in mid-rounds when they knew that Dexter had already crossed secret. So
you'll be glad to know in the game where Furia have mainly hit the upper side, I feel like he's going to be, you know, thinking about that a little harder.
Sure. Well, through the ramp, smoke goes bad as well, as you would expect. Crimbo with a double. Rigon comes in for help. And Furia, one gun. But that might be it in this round as Rigon keeps the pressure on, even escapes. Oh, buddy. Take it while you've still got it. He gets out. Tabson re-pushes. And he saw something. They can just fight this together right now. Orb fires off. Tabson pushing again. And There's no escaping Rigon's grasp. 2 kills for Rigon on low health. And big. Okay, they're running the board right now, Harry. There was this back and forth. There were back-to-back 4 spies for Furia. They got some really nice Tech 9 headshots on that top site, but nothing else has worked.
Yeah, creates a weird conundrum for Fallen to try and solve here. Even though it's been the only thing working for Furia, it's not like you can just keep running these back, especially not as big. You know, have gotten better at repelling the top side play, so they need something else to work here.
Bigger fighting fire with fire. Searson goes for the hot pick with the AWP. He's not going for a deep peek, but he just nades in and starts strong there. Furia do make that cross happen. The smokes bloom very late, so Big get the info. And Yuri's lurk, which last time made it heaven, gets denied by Tabson back garage. So Furia down B and Big no.
Oh, JDC waiting with nades. Crimbo has a nade as well. They could double stack this. Crimbo gonna swing out first. There's that second nade. Good damage found on this lower play. Furia down to 3 men. And even now they're split up. Two players to reinforce lower, making this an even odds battle for the lower control. They're gonna lend some time to Skulls. I mean, he's just setting up right now to cut down rotates in through the ramp room.
Yeah, if I'm Skulls, I think Searson's hell with the AWP holding, but he's still top side, so it's very claustrophobic for Skulls to find value on this lurk. Rigon drops in, doesn't realize, and now Skulls can try and help out on this B site.
In a good position to lend a helping hand. Crimbo gets out with 1. Follow up from Skulls. It's all him in this round, but there's waves of defense being brought forth from Big. Tabson's beat that Molotov, and that's a disaster for Skulls. He thought he had that real estate, but Tabson just 1 step further than Furia are expecting.
Look at the bomb. He fell up top anyway, so even though he goes to site, he can't even win that round to the clock. Nice try for Skulls. Felt like Furia brute forced out the window a little bit earlier. Would like to see them wait a few more seconds, but they're feeling the burn of the clock as well. And also, they're peeking before the smoke's outside, perhaps on purpose, looking for a kill before they bloom. But Big is super aware, and it gets them so much info. And when Furia have given Big info in this game, Big believe it. They're rotating heavy. They're playing double lower, round after round. Tabson opts against the commit after he's spotted. There are those smokes on the fly again for Furia, broken open by Searson's AWP. Picks them through it. This is just a brawl right now.
Oh, what? How did Searson hit that? Skulls had the drop on him.
He saw something, right?
Oh.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah, Tabson.
Just take it. Just take it.
He plays with his food.
Rolling.
Tabson's toying with them.
Gotta have fun with it. This head-to-head continues to come up for Tabson.
I can't believe he's done that.
Why would he do that? It's so ballsy. What if he gets flick one tap? These Tech 9s have been lethal all game. He's having fun with it. So is Caesarato, waiting for him to do anything in this game. Now's the time.
Tabson walks it in through the lobby. Bro, this guy they last saw outside, and now he's flanked you in seconds.
I mean, we've been singing Searson's praises for good reason, but Tabson's right behind him on the numbers, right? He's also having a great couple of weeks on land. So, yeah, resurgence from Tabson inside of this team at the same time as Searson. And to think Crimbo, who's meant to be this star of the show inside of this roster, he's near the bottom of the board across this major run. Hey, it's fine. Big is still doing it. They found a recipe. They found a remedy. And they found another head-to-head versus Fallen, which Tabson just loves. "8 years since Fallen last beat Tabson.
It is insane, right? Like the familiarity there, the idea that this has always been a good matchup for Tabson.
Gonna fill you with confidence. Oh my God, what? Not again!
Fast top hit, Furia go back. Whoa. To the one play that's put them rounds on the board.
3 rounds off of top hits.
And so, you know, you might be reluctant to keep doing this if you're fallen, but it is literally the only thing that's working.
This is a crazy game right now. Yeah, it's insane. The pace, the repeats, like this is scrappy CS. This isn't perfect by the numbers Counter-Strike. But it certainly is entertaining. And Big are playing into it as well, right? Furia may be throwing hands, but Big aren't bowing down from the fight. They are meeting Furia there. But yeah, 3 top hits in a row, well, not in a row, but in a half, all working. And now it's a big question, like, do they just want to try it again? Maybe we see some kind of preface, like an outside wall, before they run out upper.
Try to keep them guessing, but you're heading into the last round of the half here, like, you've had one golden strategy. Why not just run it back? We do get some of these outside yard smokes that you're talking about.
Send Yuri in through.
Looks like they are going to try and end this still over towards A. They're grouped with 2 back in the lobby.
Done 2 different walls.
Absent decides, like, I ain't dealing with all that. Sees the multiple smokes down, littering the yard.
It feels too blatant.
Oh, JDC.
He's
look up. And he will.
And now they know. Now they're just calling, watch out top. Because Cello wasn't trying to scale B either. He was waiting. He was going to come back on a main lurk. So, dude, this one feels obvious, but Furia don't really have any choice. Tabson's in the site. He's never been here for a top hit. He's only come in through heaven late.
I mean, even look at the angle Searson's holding from Garage. Oh.
Good teammates there. Oh, here we go.
Oh, they don't know yet, but JDC keeping Tabson in this top site might be a saving grace for Big. Regon up on the rafters. He's learnt his lesson, getting mollied on top hut and backside time and time again. Tries a new angle, and look at the results. Regon in with the double, make it all 3. Closes out a dominant CT half from Big. The only thing that worked for Furia were the up-tempo top site hits, as Big cool rings around them in that first half.
You can tell Tabson's reading the game pretty well, right? Like, he knew what was going on. I mean, I don't know what happened there with the vent rotate, maybe not realizing JDC was B, but it's not like it mattered in the end. Regon has finally a position that Furia don't Molotov, and look at the value. He even just goes for every kill, chases skulls down behind vent before Fallen can scale him. But this kill is the big warning. It's that they're not going lower. Surprised Cello's caught off guard by that with the tendency to drop B. Big was super active on this CT side. And it's not like Big even had to take lobby, right? It's not like Big were playing for flanks. The rounds were so quick.
I mean, with this being such a good matchup for Big, it just feels that Big finally have a series of win conditions around them being fulfilled coming into this major and on the back of the RMRs, right? You have Searson having a fantastic tournament, someone who famously always used to struggle on LAN, looking really, really good. So finally they have like a super pliable AWPer.
But his pieces are dependable, right?
Yeah,
he's in good positions. His team are holding up.
Oh, they're going to try and do to Furia what Furia did to them. Top site hit. The dualie's pulled. Skulls back at the site, and he lays waste to Big. Just Regon left standing, and Fallen makes quick work of it. That's a bit of a middle finger from Tabson trying his hand at the fast top site rush, but Furia will repel it.
I don't mind Big trying that, but I'd like to see a little bit more temperament in the T-side rifle rounds, right? Play some slower rounds. Let Furia panic, because it feels like they are right now a little bit. Furia can get back in this game, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I think this is actually a very exciting time to be a Big fan. A sentence you haven't had to say for a long while. Like, because even outside of Searson having a good tournament, look at the other pieces you've got, right? tabseN has always been reliable within the realm of German Counter-Strike. Then you've got JDC and Crimbo both looking really good. JDC having a great tournament, one where it feels like he's really coming into his own. A team that's meshing together. And then you factor in Rigon, who sure can feel hit and miss at times.
When he's on, he's on, though.
And the other thing I'll say about him is it's nice in the big side of things to have that player who like just doesn't mind going in first and trying to be the one to get an opener. Sometimes just throw his life away for the trade. Or he'll hit shots like that out of nowhere with a deagle in an eco round and look to complicate matters.
Where did FURIA nade Silo from? Was it from the top side?
I saw that
outside.
I
think they did it through the window. It
looked like it.
Might have been Fallen like throwing it through the window with a lineup. That's crazy. I need to steal that.
Even the Silo player looked confused.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't outside. It had to be the window, really. Yeah. Nice. What a play. Good catch. Rigon's done it again. Don't lose this round, FURIA. No, no, no. That's a Glock headshot. Rigon! Third. It's only Skulls. How have they hit a Glock headshot? Where's your helmet?
And they vent dropped, so Skulls is out of position. Cello's out of position on this, rather. Making his way down towards lower, JDC leaves Rigon alone in the site. Rigon's been low health for a very long time now. That hasn't stopped him on this Reign of Terror with the deagle. Does a lot of damage. JDC, a single shot could end Cello's round and win this eco for big. Cello swings him. It's tense, and Cello can't hold on. Big, with nothing but pistols, have just pulled up and stolen a 10th round away.
That is disastrous for FURIA. That wasn't even a force buy. That was Big just slowing it down, hitting a bunch of deke headshots, and Crimbo running out hard. What on earth? This was a way in. A missed eagle shot. JDC getting cornered, and he still closes it. Big are breaking FURIA apart. And on FURIA's map pick, on a map Big haven't even had success on, they looked lost against FlyQuest. And right now they're running the board. Skulls has been the only guy, and I'm not just looking at the numbers. He's had a couple of impactful rounds and multi-kills on top site hits. I
mean, this has been, you know, for FURIA across the major so far, Skulls has had a couple of games where he's felt like the defining piece.
Where's Serato when you need him? Force down B. They're going to push together. Oh, tabseN's got a spidey sense.
Like how? How does he know tabseN?
Just too quiet.
This is such a good matchup for him. Like, he's just read the double lower play. He's like, nah, probably best. I just have a funny feeling that if I go lower, things won't pan out for me.
It's about to end Fallen's whole career.
tabseN spots Fallen over in main. FURIA start to scramble bodies back up the vents. They abandon that double lower hold. Skulls up close. 5-7. Can Skulls be the difference maker? He's bested. A whirlwind of kills go the way of Big, and even though, look at the HP.
12 health between three of them.
But it won't come to matter as Serato is left too far away from the action.
This is a Big that have, well, I'm speaking early. This is a Big that are going to earn an elimination stage. If they keep this up in this series, they've absolutely earned top 16. That 3-0 was not a fluke. Like, they're playing some incredible CS. They're making FURIA look really weak when FURIA are playing with confidence, they're playing explosive, they're trying to trade out. Like, FURIA made the read there. They came up the vent. They had good positions. They had 5-7, hut, door. And Big just batter them. Such an impressive game out of Big right now. The fact they pulled back against VP, 11-4 down, they won from this position. FURIA are in. I have no faith that FURIA are going to do the same here.
I mean, you know, once again, this is speaking very early, but if Big are able to keep up this sort of form among their players and this sort of cohesion in the things they're doing, where it feels like they are really playing as a unit and they're all on the same page, this is a big where it feels like sky's the limit, right?
Yeah.
You're looking at that, you know, re-earning your spot in the elimination stage after you thought you'd already made it there, but I think it could be even further if Big keep looking this good.
Yeah, it makes me want to see them against a tier 1 team, right? A best team in the world, top 5. And we're going to get that in Big. You keep it up over the next hour. Crimbo double on ramp, dealing with this eco with ease. Furia side by side in the grave. Crimbo will fall, but that's not going to change the outcome.
I mean, on the Furia side of things, having a game this quiet from Serato and Yuri, you're kind of two big players, the ones that also just re-extended their contracts with Furia coming into this year.
Samson's still trolling.
Right, like having these two offer up such a quiet game is far from ideal for Furia. As Big storm the board, there's not a weak link for this Big squad right now. And so this is about to be a runaway opening map in this series that sends you into that elimination stage. "12 opening kills for Big, 4 for Furia."
Well,
mirroring the scoreline.
Doesn't get much better than that. Furia have not really been in this game. Okay, it's a nice setup though. 3 outside, Yuri getting baited for by the rifles, 2 rifles spamming. That really sells Yuri's position well, but they're just gonna cross. Oh, good spam from Serato. JDC, damage as well. He'll make it down, they saw that. Maybe Yuri can hot flank this one. They spot him and Sisson turns. That's a spot from Secret. Sisson remains vigilant. And Furia don't know where this one's ending. He missed it.
Oh, Fallen so close in every one of these timings. Finally gets the spot and sees them crossing into main. That's info at least. Skulls, good position to try and shut this down. There's no question how much Skulls wants this win. The only guy outputting right now for Furia. It's left to Crimbo in the clutch, 1-on-3 as this begins. But Serato and Fallen are split up. There's 2 1v1s available to Crimbo here. Won't be able to vent drop. Oh, nade pulled, back turn, Fallen denies that 1v3 and offers something the way of Furia. They need 7 more rounds, vaguely like that, if they want to drag this one into overtime.
Yeah, even that gets too close for the output Skulls finds and the info Furia have in that round, but they managed the first of 8 required. Big playing a beautiful game. Sisson's first AWP on the T side. The thing that's cool about Sisson is he doesn't require much upkeep. He's a very solo AWPer. We don't see Big setting him up for plays, constantly giving him boosts in positions. Feels like he gets a lot of value being on his own. He's not the guy constantly asking for flashes. It gives so much more room for Big to focus. Don't get me wrong, if he wants something, he gets it, but even in this round, just chilling out at red. Scoped up, Crimbo offering the boost. Doesn't even need it. Drop for JDC, he's going around the world. Looked like a good entry with that flash, but Yuri holds on valiantly. Sisson does go top red. Yuri's trapped. he's got a way out now.
Whoa, great flash, Regon. Helping hand to Crimbo gives them a way back into this. Skull's dead as well. That's the guy 15 kills deep for Furia. They've spotted this player trapped back in CT. Fallen picked apart in the meantime. They've got Yuri in a box. Meanwhile, Regon is just one-man armying this top site.
Oh.
This is a 5-on-3 that Furia are about to give away. Shello left.
And managed to qualify themselves to the elimination stage after a blowout on Nuke.
They're going to start things off on the T side, are big, and they are grouping for the A hit. Only 2 defenders here from Furia. Skulls going to lead the forefront of this defense. Dual Berettas take the swing into Palace, and he only spots Searson on the first jiggle. Goes on to learn. There's a lot of bodies ready to go swinging in. Big make it into the site, flash into spawn. They have it cleared out Fallen, in this case Serato peels the attention away. Time could be nigh for Fallen to strike. There's one back, Serato naded out of the round. They're still fighting for spawn. Fallen left up all alone in the clutch. He's got a best Crimbo. Crimbo goes fighting and gives Fallen the straight up gunfight. That's exactly what Fallen wanted. Big, they maybe jumped the gun there in that pistol round. They were stubborn about fighting for that spawn control. They think, it's just Fallen. But he is that pocket of resistance that Furia needed.
Yeah, even though he blinds Shello, kills him completely, it still doesn't matter if you save the round yourself. And I think Big might have thought he had a kit because he played flashes in CT. So I think that's why Crimbo's peeking there. You could look at it and go, why is he rushing it? The bomb's not for him.
Yeah.
If Fallen has kit and he lets him cross in, he loses the round. So, yeah, I think if someone dead calls there, maybe kit, of course you're going to have to play. So unlucky, big round for Fallen. Furia come through with a swing and a hit.
One back from Regon, but this force buy has very quickly come undone. In a matter of seconds, it's all over. It's just Crimbo left standing. First kill comes his way. Doesn't take a lot of damage. Right now, it's only the nade that's softened him up, but they know where he is. They've got him trapped in. There's more util to follow, and Furia look like they just want to triple swing this, so there's nothing that Crimbo can do.
They're playing with some balls again. I mean, they did on Nuke for sure on that T side. But Mirage CT swinging together, playing oppressive, keeping the pressure on Big right now. It's a good sign. Maybe that can help activate these individuals that we were so lacking in map one. Counter-Strike is such a momentum game. If you're on a roll, it can be very hard to stop.
Everyone like that. Lovely dig on a Serato. The thing that's so scary about this round is that Furia have literally seen Big win it before, so everyone's kind of freaking out a little bit. It's just the one kill, and it's only, you know, Glocks around a handful of Deagles.
Keep coping.
So it should all be kept clean here by Furia. Yeah. There's a bit of blocking in the connector, but they are swinging into every one of these fights. It's just Crimbo left standing.
I'm glad they all just swung together. That's the way to stop that from, you know, you don't want to lose all these 1v1s. Just fight as a unit. Okay, Crimbo gets another kill, but no bomb. 30 seconds. Yeah, Crimbo playing that money game. Although they all have M4s, so if anything, he's just removed his own weapon. Here he goes, looking for a German dig, but Skull stops him with 3, and Furia do the same. All right, Big. Can't run it down right now. We need to see something a little more measured to start their gun rounds.
Yeah, I don't mind that early on they've been very in your face. I think, you know, trying to ride high on the momentum of that last game. Not a bad move. JDC will get overran over here at ramp. Double pushed by Furia. They're being very active on this CT side and not playing scared. It's exactly what they're going to need. There's a lot of these double pushes that have taken place already. And even now, they've up and left that ramp control. And instead, it looks like they want to try and contest middle late in the game. Yes, they're teed up to try and clamp down on this mid control. Very measured from Big. It's exactly what you asked for, Hugo. They've taken this one far slower. Bomb left back in Swarm was always going to slow this round down for Big. They get the mid control. They have Tabson still floating around out behind the boxes, but this Molly designed to get a swing out of him. Yeah, oh, and Cello.
He thought about smoking it, and he's like, no, I'm just better. I'm just going to kill him. I'll peek a second later and catch him off guard. Here they go B. Fallen's got to do it all.
Oh, they're ahead of that, but Fallen gets the AWP shot off in time. Fallen collects! My God! Goodbye! It's all Fallen! That's more like it. 8-1 from Fallen. One of the first AWPs you get to see him don, and it immediately leaves an impression.
Wow.
That's what was missing. That's what we needed.
That's what we were waiting for. We know he can still do it. Wallbang is done. Jiggles out the AWP, wallbangs it. Ready for the cat split.
Oh,
it's on rails, baby.
Yes, more of that. All right, quick B pop out of Big. They run it down. Serato dead first, but Skulls able to resist. It's just the one and done. Regon's Deagle dropped out of the round. Much needed kills on the rotate in from Yuri. JDC's retrieved that M4. Him and Searson in a rough spot now. Searson's trying to close the gap, getting up in the face of the market player. Searson charges them down, and JDC ready for the cat split. Big get back on the board. About time. Round 5, they run it into that B play. Keen shots from Regon give them the openers, and Searson charging at Furia with a P250 and nothing else.
Just runs it, Harry. Doesn't even go for the plant. Just says, hold my bomb. Watch this. Just runs in. Big are gonna beat Furia in their own game. Now they got the AWP.
Oh, this is such a sick match.
It's a really fun match, isn't it? It's explosive. Furia, though, they take an eco. Got to give them that. 4-1. I really like this call. They've got no loss bonus, but they have so much money that while you could have justified a buy and got MP9s and maybe a couple of guns, Furia just say, screw it, we'll buy full next. Anything we get here, a couple of kills would keep Big honest, and we can buy a real rifle round at 4-2. So nice call here. A lot of teams wouldn't go for this. I think it's also fairly map dependent. Raj, you want those M4s. Eco's not as effective as a place like Nuke.
While some games, you know, play more out like and there's synchronized swimming, there's a bit of treading water in there, there's some nice, you know, orchestrated moves. This one is closer to just bare knuckle boxing between these squads. It's like a bar fight. And you can't help but look away, or look on rather. Backstab in, Yuri collects 2 on the Deagle. That's the entire cat split in this round removed. Yuri now dons the AWP. They managed to get past it, but that bomb still has to cross. The util forces Yuri off the line.
Super clean for Big. They jump the AWP shot. They use util. That bomb is on balcony. It doesn't cross to the molly. Flash lands. Very cautious for Big. If they rush that one, they give Yuri the chance. Instead, they force the save. So nice to see Big play behind their own utility, trusting their nades. Cat split gets a little ugly, but all can be forgotten. Still, that's a That's all Furia ever wanted from this round. They get some kills, they get some guns, they keep it eco. Skull's going to be set up by Fallen on the way out. Oh dear, no money. That's a perfect round for Furia, to be honest. They couldn't have done better. Still, Big have got another buy in them, but Furia were waiting for this opportunity to strike, and now they must.
Skulls remaining as valuable and useful as ever to Fallen, who's also having a fantastic game. Certainly giving Furia a bit of an extra fight here.
Go.
Nade stack into the ramp, leaves Searson very wounded. Regon takes a wide swing out at the stairs. Yuri full blind as JDC now throws himself into that same fight. But it's Fallen's ult from Spawn. Leg landed, Crimbo with the reply, softens them up for that nade out of Yuri.
Not ready for CT, not again, so quickly. Furia just throwing themselves into this round. Triple connector fight. Just playing their timings. Searson, this would be something special. Is he really going to call the bluff? He is absolutely called the bluff. He's walking Spawn with the...
He's playing with such confidence, so decisive in these moves is Searson.
Read from Serato, though, should ensure this round. This is a horrible angle to clear with an orb. Surely not, Searson. Surely not. Serato saves the day. Yuri with 3 kills on A as well. That's that triple con fight. I think Furia are expecting more mid.
Yeah, I mean, I think something else to note here is on that first map, it was Furia very much setting the tone of the aggression, but make no mistake about it, it's Big in this one, right? That are trying to be super aggressive in how they're approaching these rounds. No fight feels like a bad fight if you're Big. They're trying to take all of them. It's Furia who are actually the ones taking a bit of the pace out of this game. And so I think that's a nice adjustment. It feels like that's what Furia needed. He had another one of these mid-scraps where Furia ready for it. Locked them out with 3 players peeking middle, including the old up and over Adicello. He's the one who gets the kill.
It's only Serato here. Cello's out in middle. Can't be here forever. They're triple mid, and it's very quiet, so... Serato, not just that flash, second one nails him though, full mag out, needs support, and he's got it.
He's got it, Cello, helping hand lent to Serato in defense of this B site. Kind of insane, Serato didn't get a single one of those actually, it was all Cello and Yuri on the rotate. So a timeout called in for Big. I hope they take the pace out of it.
Yeah.
Because, like, fair enough, you wanted to try and deal, like, the knockout blow here on Mirage, and you didn't feel like you could set a foot wrong back on Nuke, but you're very, very close now to repeating the same mistakes of Furia in that opening map. These rounds would feel great if they were working, and sure, you're getting close, so you understand the temptation. But if you never break through, if you never actually get that one round you're looking for, and you end up with a series of, 2-1 players surviving for Furia, it's going to feel like a world of missed opportunities. So I hope in this timeout now they take the pace out, slow it down a little. And they do slow the game down just a tad here. For example, like 3 of the rounds so far have been over with this much time left on the clock. So Big have successfully gotten control of mid, still have time and resources left to play with now. Furia have burnt a good deal of their util, but Skulls to open and he gets involved. Skulls! USP pulled, can't wrangle in that 4th kill, but he's teed up Yuri for it. And it's all left on a Crimbo bomb away from Big as Skulls has laid waste to them down in middle.
Might be done here. Just the save. Skulls has done enough. Felt like his performance on the first map was just going to be wasted in this game. Well, it absolutely isn't on Mirage. FURIA fighting as a unit in middle so many of these rounds. Big can't break through. 7-2.
I mean, this is why we put in so much attention on Yuri and Serato. Like we said, you want ideally both of them, but at bare minimum, one of them has to be delivering. And it feels like it's made just such a world of difference. It's helped out greatly by the fact that Fallen is just rolling back the years on this AWP. That was something that I don't think you could have accounted for on this second map. But even, you know, the interplay between Skulls and how he's been allowed to play around Fallen in that one round where they denied any money getting built up from Big. Or here where Skulls is aggressing through mid, gets off with this incredible 3K, but then who's there to back him up at the end and keep everything in check? Oh, it's Yuri. FURIA suddenly have so much more to fight back with. It doesn't feel so desperate. It's not Skulls trying to multi-kill every round till they win. There's layers to this defense now. There's layers to the game plan for FURIA. And so this feels, for Big, like you're playing a whole different team.
Big a little bit shaken up in this game right now after nothing went wrong on Nuke. Mirage is a different situation entirely. Gonna try crawl under. They've got players ready. Top B taps them with the market smoke and flash, and in the meantime they look for a pick out under. Trying to force some nades out of FURIA while they set up this boost. They don't have to full send it here. They fake it. Look at the room it's given. Crimbo's now in the window. He's not going for the B kills either. That's what Yuri would expect. Crimbo's trying to go all the way round back for more. Timing could be really good here if Yuri tries to rotate into this A site. Crimbo heard that jump. Unfortunately for Big, I like the idea, but there's still 3 players here for FURIA.
Oh, that looked dead on for Fallen, but just shy of the mark on the push out through connector. Still, Fallen's going to be given many more chances. You've seen him deliver from behind this box before. Fallen run out. Tabson bests him in the head-to-head. Orb now retrieved, but it's this third man, Skulls, that was unaccounted for. And it's another big round from Skulls, who's quickly making a name for himself on this FURIA squad.
What a crazy game. What a series out of Skulls so far. 3 kills, back-to-back rounds, and this one was even more impactful because FURIA had completely lost control of the bomb site. Really nice move for Crimbo. I love the setup from Big. The concept is there, but FURIA was so dug into their playing their bomb sites instead of middle. Hey, that's why Crimbo gets the room, but it's also his undoing as FURIA don't play window, don't play rotation. Fallen looking for more, and the double ramp push behind this as well. Everything has gone to plan for FURIA. Confident walk down ramp. JDC does spot it, but it's okay for FURIA. They can reset.
Double push into the connector. Play ahead of this util, and Regon gets caught out on an island. Tabson will go looking for that trade. Skulls knocked out of the round early. There's no multi-kill this time, and now they manage to get out through ramp. Cello left as this last little pocket of resistance is wrapped on by Tabson, who finally finds some impact here coming up through the connector. It's that Fallen AWP out from spawn, making all the difference. Oh, Fallen!
What? He wallbanged him. Fallen can't miss.
And this triple threat, Fallen, Skulls, and Yuri are doing it for FURIA.
And again, conceptually, nice round, taps him with a lug, finds value, trades his teammate, plays through the con smoke, but it's Fallen, big bad Fallen, with 3 shots and 3 kills to end the round for Furia yet again. What a monster game out of Furia. How could you have called this with how destroyed they got on you? Nade in the smoke, Skulls does not miss. They just have to B-pop, they've got nothing else. It's triple stacked, Harry.
Skulls is doing everything, and there's Yuri, his right-hand man. 2 of these players alone, Yuri still a huge threat, it doesn't matter, Skulls! This guy on another level right now, 4 kills out of Skulls in defensive B, right place, right time.
And right shots, 19 and 5. He hit every multi-kill when he was in the right place. He got that triple kill in con, he got 2 triple kills on A, he gets a quad kill on B. Why is he B, Harry? Why is he B? The read is there, CT Mirage, Fallen calls a masterpiece. And even though Big take pace out of it towards the end, they get some nice ideas, some nice positions, some 3v3s, and then just one Furia player drags 3 big guys down. I have no idea.
Skulls has hands down been like the coolest takeaway from this major so far for Furia. He's sitting as their top-rated player of the event, and it feels like it goes without saying, right? Like, these have been everyday performances from Skulls. This is just the sort of mileage that we've grown to expect from him across the Furia Major run so far. And, you know, that's in a team alongside Cesarato, someone who's touted as the best in Brazil. He's 3 and 4. He's done nothing in this game.
Irrelevant right now. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
You can't even say they didn't go B. Big did go B.
It went B and Cello got 4 kills. And Yuri got the other. Oh my. Well, every game is winnable. But is it really?
Big CT side is where they're supposed to get the most mileage, but that T side was so woeful that they've been left with a huge uphill battle here to try and pull it back against Furia. Bomb plant in, Cesarato the man to plug in those numbers. There's a big flank getting embarked upon by Searson, and he's taken interesting routing in through Palace while the rest of Big slow it down. They're gonna wait for Searson to play, deny control over this CT spawn.
Needs this. Searson finds 2 quick shots. Yuri's blocked in here. Crimbo's just playing with him, and Crimbo finds that kill. Ooh, are they going to swap off? No, it should be fine, right? Yeah. Ooh. All fine. Searson says, I got it, guys. Don't worry. Crimbo had the kit, but he was too far away. Big find 3. Couple of nice USP shots. But I think that's, yeah, like, you know, every game's winnable, but the room for error is marginal. It's almost non-existent here for Big. And Furia play it very cautiously with an eco in round 2. For once, Furia don't force buy. They really want to close this. They'll have to wait one more.
The one thing that makes this second half a bit more interesting is, as we say, it's the better half for Big, and it's the worse half for Furia. And now they don't win the pistol, which was a real golden ticket to try and get this game over and done with. So if you were gonna get in on the ground floor of a Big comeback, there's your reason for doing so. But we're a long way from that reality. For Furia, 1 round, 1 big play from Skulls, 1 sick sequence from Fallen's AWP, and suddenly you're on to a winner. So Big will be playing back against the wall this entire second half. Here's the buy for Furia. right now you still have a nice margin to work with. And so that's going to free up Fallen to go for some more risque calling here.
New insta just dropped. Starting top mid smoke. Walking B. FURIA looking like they want a fast cat split. Fighting fire with fire in middle. Searson missed shot. It might matter as Cello gets more space. Finds a kill. Searson holds B. Gonna need to do a little bit more because Crimbo's boxed out here. Skulls has the angle. Skulls a real threat right now. Smokes himself off though. Don't think that was intentional, but he got spotted while throwing it. So back behind the cover.
Interesting that they still want to commit B here. They've spotted Searson's AWP there, and he's not rotated away with it. Maybe that's a part of what's making them want to commit to this, but...
Boost up, you don't see this spot much.
Skulls has been fantastic, but there's no way you're ready for this.
Yeah, you used to see this a lot because you could self-boost here. Now you have to manually boost your teammate in this position, so a lot rarer of an angle. Always good for one, it felt. And you don't have that muscle memory of clearing it anymore. So no way Skulls clears this. He is dead if he walks this.
If he's ready, he's the best in Brazil. No, dead first. Crimbo, a guaranteed one and done, they said. That's what was needed. And now Searson. Oh, no scope connects. Searson getting fancy with it. It's all eyes on Yuri as Crimbo spams him out. A wonderful V-hole put together from the big AWPer alongside Crimbo.
We've seen Big pull huge comebacks. We've seen Big pull comebacks hilariously from worse score lines here at the Major. I don't know if I want to buy in yet. Maybe I should while it's cheap. But you'd like to think FURIA just have a couple of pocket strats in them, even in rounds like these, especially in rounds like these, to just explode and overwhelm Big. If one anchor falls short, doesn't deliver enough, if Searson gives them an AWP in a post plant, this game could be all over. To be honest, the idea of Dust 2 between Searson and Fallen right now is a tantalizing prospect.
And this exact idea, like if you're Big, you know how possible this is. It's this stopping that one defining play coming through is very much your goal if you're Big. And they're not shy on candidates for FURIA
Regon,
who could offer them up.
Yeah, I'm scared here because Regon's close smoke, and if he doesn't multi, FURIA get a gun on this exec. So, okay, reposition's nice. It's well timed. Block coming in, but Searson's watching Khan. He needs to pick his angle. He's uncertain right now.
tabseN has made his way over, so there's a third player here in defense of this A site. Good timing on the nade. Searson takes one of the dome. Regon's AK holds the line. Good for the double. Like to think that Regon's done enough, but it's Yuri and Skulls, two heavy hitters still in the round for FURIA. Yuri's picked up, and Skulls late out of Palace is going to get finished off by the Searson Deeg.
Reposition for Regon makes all the difference there. It lets his team play off him way better. Searson first contact, then Regon catches him while they're trying to run away from this AWP, and Crimbo comes out swinging to finish it off. Micro repos makes every bit of difference. Six to 10. Bit by bit, Big pick up rounds. 4 in a row. Full buy now for FURIA.
Okay, JDC pushing top mid at 4 and 11. It's a ballsy call to make.
All right.
he's trying to force that confidence. Searson even here to back him up.
Scared about under
The
though.
flashes coming in could ruin their day. JDC gonna get spammed out of the round on his aggro push to top mid. Furia finally pick up one of these man advantages. First time they've been in this position on the T side, and so a lot to play with now in a 5v4. Searson's AWP is gonna try and level the playing field, but he's definitely feeling that pressure to be involved. How long does he hold this? Because they don't have info on mid. Right now, Furia could be creeping down, and they are. Searson continues to play on this little island out in the connector. Eventually concedes. They're blowing all these smokes open. Eventually, he's going to come on the back of it. Yuri, at least good for the trade. Fallen's death is not in vain. And now they've been able to sneak through this smoke up through the connector.
Surely too much for one man with an AWP on ramp.
Only Searson left to defend. Good place to strike for one. Serato on the cross. Another tag from Searson's AWP.
Oh, what?
Will get denied.
No.
Regon spammed it. They've dealt with Searson.
They got the bomb down though.
But it just goes down in time. Skulls is low. He's wounded from that earlier shot from the Searson AWP. Tucked in behind triple.
Oh, that's the nade.
Lobbed in, Skulls just about stays alive, and Yuri able to pick it up. Skulls not needed. Yuri holds his ground, and Furia get that breakthrough round they were looking for.
Oh, the margin there, and there it is, broken, paper torn for Furia. Regon, he could have won the round. He could have got that spam off in time. He had an open planter, but just a couple shots too late. Furia with the plant, take their positions, and Yuri picks a powerful one indeed. Last place bigger expecting on the bomb site. And now Searson's missed his shot.
It's one of his first notable misses of the entire series, it feels like, for Searson, but it's a pretty consequential one, right? Skulls has now brought him down low. Searson can't go for those sort of aggro peaks anymore as he's super wounded. And so Furia are in a commanding spot to open up this round.
Can they close, though, is the question. Grouping again for one of these mid-takes. Crimbo and Searson at the B site. Quite the repos for Searson. Furia will be coming up catwalk here. So top con smoke prerequisite. JDC has a nade. He could break window, cause some commotion here in middle.
A shot, second miss for Searson. Second chance to bring this into Big's favor. Now Crimbo low on health. Skulls good for the opener. Searson shot in the back. It falls to JDC to try be Big's hero. 4 kills deep. Serato finally makes a play.
Ouch.
And so Furia have map point teed up. A save called for Big as every mark is missed on that B exec. They can't withstand it, and that's in spite of having 3 players leaning towards that side of the map. It really was the round where you just couldn't afford to miss those chances if you're Searson in a series where he's felt very unblemished in, right? There's been kind of nothing but successes for Searson. That's the one that really matters. And so Furia now 6 chances to close out Mirage, and they've got a broken Big to go up against. Even removing one of these guns has massive implications. There were only ever going to be 2 rifles in this round for Big, and you've just removed half of them.
That's even with a triple B stack as well, but no one hits a thing. And this is a very different Big to the one we saw on Youth, a very different Furia, more so, with Skulls playing this well and Yuri supporting. We are destined for Dust 2 to close this series.
I think that's the other thing that's been so impressive about these Skulls performances for me is how it's not like, you know, he doesn't play at all like a Kei Serato. Skulls loves to be involved in the early fights. He's been involved in 8 of them.
Wow. For
this FURIA squad. And he's won them out 5 times. Usually as well, he's very snowbally, right? If he gets that first kill, it builds into a multi-kill. And so that is like a perfect storm for FURIA. It's like when they get an advantage, they feel determined and predestined to win the round because of what Skulls is able to output. Now, JDC has crept under this AWP, and even though Fallen was holding for it, sails past, and for now, they've forced a bit of respect out of the Brazilian AWP. tabseN at a tango with Skulls in at ramp. It's another attempt at the opener, but this time a swing and a miss as tabseN collects.
Oh, he got the AK out as well. Smoking off Fallen's re-clear. He has the bomb here.
tabseN trying to fake them out with the util drop. That is real wishful thinking. The peek comes in far later. Oh, Regon, the aggression here, it's make or break, and he falls. Cello with the pickup. That was all the remaining util for Big as well, lost in top middle. So now they've just got to scrap. FURIA, the victory is teed up, picking up tabseN on the aggro at ramp and dealing with Regon as he really extends into the top of mid. That's Big trying to press home the few advantages they had in this round, and it's ended up being the thing that betrays them down the stretch. FURIA have even snuck past JDC. Crimbo had no idea that was even an option. There's gaps in the comms, there's gaps in the info, a last second B plant available to FURIA. They look to take this. cyeSin just has to survive. Tugged in. They've taken it to time. Yuri never went for the chase. cyeSin so low. That's what Yuri needed to do. But a few seconds earlier.
Why didn't he? What? Why didn't he go for it?
Okay, JDC hung Crimbo out to dry with a lack of info, but then he saves the day. Yuri with a bit of a blunder, not chasing down that final kill.
He could have, he had him trapped. It's easy
gifted
wallbang.
Big an entirely random Hail Mary round right at what felt like the end of this game.
Yeah,
FURIA had that victory teed up.
This was over. Now it's back on. How's that happened? Yuri could have, what? He could have just swung. Was he trying to kill him last second? I don't even know. Did he not know what happened? Bro, you can't lose a game now off that. Sure, it's still 5 rounds, still FURIA feeling it, putting together some great rounds, but Big have been given a lifeline, a rubber hoop in the water. Huge kill for JDC. A seemingly impactless game, but that could be the start of something for Big. They're still not rich, right? They lose every player.
That was what they're going to have to contend with here, is there's still some massive limitations for Big to work with.
I'm shocked Yuri doesn't peak.
You have been given the most unexpected, most random golden lifeline to try and get back into this game, a game that was over.
Yeah. FURIA need to make it so. Back to ramp late after mid pressure. Still re-smoking middle, still keeping Big cautious. Do Big commit? Looks like they will. Double ramp push again into Fallen's AWP though. It's not working either time. Now FURIA, perfect layup just to execute into this A site. tabseN, no way he gets more than one. If that, Fallen falls in. tabseN, oh, mows them down. Damage on the third.
Okay.
Yuri and Skull still standing. I'm not worried.
tabseN did exactly what he had to do. JDC, the highwayman of Big, the one who stole that last round away, needs to replicate the impact here. Scout shot connects from cyeSin. Kei Serato out on an island in middle, but Crimbo unaware.
Skulls can just tuck, he can wait as long as he wants, got 30 seconds. Kei Serato can get a lot of space, and now cyeSin's considering this could be a B play. They never saw Skulls, he's been here the whole time.
JDC.
No smoke, that's the danger. If Sisson gets cat, he could play to deny.
And it's another 10-second plant. Like, there's no time here. JDC can't do it twice. Big's highwayman, another chance to deny, and once more, robbery! Robbery from JDC!
How is he doing this? He's playing objective. He's not even playing for kills. He's winning rounds off of a single frag in the final second. Sisson even got a scout tag there. He even offered up a way back in. Dude, big plot armor right now. FURIA getting peppered. Oh, he just played that perfectly. It's not even a guaranteed kill. He's getting covered from spawn.
Each time they win these as well, Big are building up money. FURIA losing theirs. JDC has given Big 2 impossible rounds.
From bottom of the server.
He has 6 kills, but the 2 kills he's found have kept this game alive. And now tabseN roars to life over in middle.
Rigon.
They missed the timing. Missed the timing. Rigon should be dead here. Oh God, it's uncomfortable. CSN tries to lend a helping hand, but that leaves him vulnerable. Fallen secures the kill to bring FURIA in. This time they don't fall down to the clock. They play with pace. They play in your face. tabseN dead. Serato finally in with a double. JDC, surely not again.
Plenty
this
of time.
There's so much time for that bomb plant. It's not even an issue.
This should be it. No kit.
Can JDC and Crimbo gift Big one extra chance? Serato dead to the flank. Now they know about Crimbo, so JDC tries to make his move. Crimbo's being loud on the push up through ramp. JDC, is he ready for Yuri up close? Deals with him. It's just Skull. Topping the board for FURIA, but he can't clutch up.
Ooh.
Defuses in. It's going to be real close. Time has been the deciding factor here. Time has decided everything in this second map.
No.
And just barely, Crimbo finds another round for Big. 3 straight now. Milliseconds have been the difference in this matchup. Time is up. FURIA, this is not easy anymore.
Yeah, their first tack, they've not felt worried. Those first 2, unlucky. We lost the bomb, we lost the seconds. This is a robbery, even bigger. A 2v3 retake with no kit, with no position, with FURIA having great post plants, but they get isolated, each and every one of them. Dear, oh dear, FURIA. Missed opportunity. That's the name of this game right now.
This can't be what brings Big back in. This can't be how the wheels fall off for FURIA. You can't say they came into this second half and weren't all firing. They weren't right there ready to win. They have had 3 golden opportunities to close out this game on the back of having 6 chances. Well, these have now whittled away. You're down to the final few. Frustration is setting in.
Wait, did Fallen just celebrate like he'd won the game? He just stood up, took his headset off. Oh.
I mean,
oh no,
if it means anything, FURIA should have won this game multiple times over already.
Now they bloody better.
Fast play towards this A site.
Don't celebrate too soon. We got Rigon in the smoke. Another entry, but that means nothing as Rigon springs the trap through the smoke, denied as JDC finds another impact frag, and you should not celebrate before the game is done.
And FURIA feeling so burned from how like those 3 rounds played out, have played the last couple with real pace behind them, but that pace is now not working. Kicking and screaming, Big have dragged FURIA back to that fast T-side playstyle that wasn't working for them on Nuke. Another timeout called in.
If you're FURIA, you're just desperate right now. You just want to end this match. You already feel like you have. And right now, Big are sticking it to you. Round after round, robbery after robbery. And FURIA just calling a desperate A explosion like that on a full buy. Absention. Oh no. Furia have one gun round.
Putting a stop to an all-in just Tech9 explode like this could still be tricky for Big, especially in this round where they only have Regon actually in the A site. Now he's playing CT. He's at least got distance between himself and these Tech9s. So Furia will struggle to find the opener, but they're going to get the site control. They're going to get a route to that plot. Regon, that's a wild move. Playing through their smoke, playing out on triple. tabseN's open. Regon tries to close the gap, but tapped out by Fallen. syrsoN's AWP needs to be onto a winner here. As the rest of Big chase down Fallen. They haven't trapped in at the stairs. One more kill out of Crimbo. Serato dead. Furia, they got the plant. They got the explode. It's down to Skulls and Yuri, two top fraggers. They've got syrsoN trapped out on an island back in spawn, but that defuse is held, and so Big. One round left to drag this one into OT for Furia. It's one last dance, one last chance to get this map over the line.
I don't know, that AWP robbery actually makes it. Crimbo sells all his nades. He's buying an AWP for syrsoN. It's the only way they could have done it. Doesn't matter for Furia. They had the money regardless. They've had the chances. They've had the opportunity. They've had every reason to close this game, but Big are somehow still here. Furia flustered. Mentally, this is a whole different game right now.
To feel that you had already won this game, not once, not twice, but 3 times over.
In a row.
And now having to dig deep and actually win it right as the curtains close. It's a huge ask for Furia. For Big, these were lifelines they were never even supposed to have. And so suddenly, that third map was calling, but Big do not answer it. They want to drag this one on even longer. John DeCastro, 8 kills deep.
Yeah.
But every one of the kills he's put up down the tail end of this game have had game-defining impact. Furia goes slow. They take the pace out of it for a team that have been scarred and burned by the clock. The slowdown here in round 24 is a ballsy move. Serato goes back, grabs this bomb, gonna link up with the rest of Furia for this A play.
I like tabseN heard him leave there, so he's gonna start to flank as well as his fake exit comes in. Furia are waiting to recommit late. They're going back to B, or going back to under, I guess. They're hearing nades. Big are gonna get misinfo. It's a 1-2 punch. It's a fake A, fake B, recommit A. But tabseN's got them coming back into the trap. He takes Fallen down. The captain again. He has never lost a Fallen in a big jersey. He's not going to start now.
syrsoN's AWP brings out. Big did shuffle out of position on the back of tabseN's info there. That gives Furia the runway to get this bomb planted. For the time being, Serato is lost in the apartments. There's a 3v2 available to Big.
They got to go.
Serato will be coming in for a backstab. That clock is just ticking down, ticking down. It's Yuri. Back turn for syrsoN.
tabseN.
And can Yuri hold the line?
Yeah.
Yes.
BO1 now, essentially, as we're here in the final map after a brawl, a barn burner, a banger of a series.
Oh, and Big don't wait long to throw the book at Furia. Full aggro into the top of mid. Doesn't pan out initially. Fallen open. syrsoN with the reply. That's the first head-to-head between the two of them, starting early in this pistol round.
Oh, my God. Brutal. Out of nowhere, a couple of kills come back for Furia, and with JDC getting gooshed on Catwalk. Don't know how you save this if you're Big. It will have to be Regon pushing in. But he's gone for the top mid flank. If he walked lower, maybe. JDC too low to really be in consideration. Even if he gets in here in time. Okay, Regon timing getting better by the second. He's coming in on the flank. Will they hear him? Will he cut noise? Oh, he lets him in.
Oh my. Okay, JDC even takes contact now. They think that that's that first man on the scene, but Regon's backstab doesn't find a thing. And Skulls will be there when all is said and done. A great pistol round put forth from him and Shello. Furia might have been pushed in middle, but it's them who get out with all the reward from it.
It's Furia winning. It's whoever it takes, Harry. Whoever it takes to show up in this series for Furia. If it's got to be Skulls carrying legendary Brazilian players, then so be it. Got the force up for Big. Any reason to get the scout out for Searson, he'll take it. Break the smoke as well. Patient on the long side, knowing that Big just have to flash peek it. Crouch spraying. Finds the opening kill here for Furia.
This one's to NB though. They didn't actually have the util on long to take it. So I feel like, you know, your hands are always tied into this B play eventually. JDC tested on the 5-7, bested by Cello. And Big are already thinking about saving here, run this back in the next round.
Yeah, JDC needs to be feeling it in this game. He can't afford to have the quiet map that Mirage gave us. Sure, the impact of the end was great, but let's be honest, the rest of the game was not. B is one of those sites, one of those few sites in this game where if you get that one entry, you often win the round off of it. And it's not like you can get away with B by just, you know, playing retake or playing super safe. You need to play aggressive enough to actually take a player, at least one player down with you every time. If you're getting 0 kills as anchor, sure, this round's fine, obviously, but if you're getting 0 kills as anchor in a rifle round on B, you're going to lose the game. So eyes on JDC on the CT side is what I'm saying. Furia pieced together against the Force. Should be 3-0 lead before all is said and done.
Terrorists win.
Holy B spawn for Furia. And now they want to use it. Bunch of nades brought up for Big. Furia will do something a bit more defaulty here. I think knowing that scout in play gives you a bit of pause. Also that these pistols have been saved forth from Big. I'm always willing to extend the courtesy to the Searson scout. He's very proficient with this gun. Big's philosophy around their AWPing player is, you know, we'll try and keep the scopes in his hands, whether that's the scout or the AWP, and that's always been the case. This was, okay, like, if I had to envision a way that this round gets won by Big, it's they run into the Searson scout in a long hold, and that's exactly what they've done to open up this round. Searson has already done so much damage. A kill to Yuri, 2 tags on Skulls and Cello. You have to pay your respect to Searson on that weapon. You can't go A. He's locked you out of that entire side of the map. Absent Core out on an island in middle, and now that smoke's going to come down and spawn. There's still a nade on Searson to blow this open. It's going to go in now alongside the molly. Smoke parts, but JDC doesn't see a thing from it. This boost up going to net him a freebie onto Queserato. Regon tries to play from B, but ends up bested by falling in that head-to-head.
Such a good position. He's like trying to leave the window. He's trying to force that kill so badly when Furia is scaling. I guess helping his team, but Furia have to come his way eventually. Really jumps the gun. Furia 3-0 up. At least good to see Searson starting with some damage, hitting some shots. Wonder if he'll end up even keeping the scout here in this first rifle round, knowing he can just fund money for later.
Terrorists win.
That looked really cool with the Beagle.
Yes. Nice shot.
Oh. Oh, the scout is gone. Searson buys up the AWP straight away. Takes his long spawn as well and locks down this part of the map. Crimbo gonna make his way in and relieve Searson from this position. There's gonna be an extra smoke that Searson can drop over to Crimbo as well. So eventually Searson will get a bit more freedom to move, but for now they maintain a double long hold. In the meantime, FURIA have taken middle away. So yeah, Searson drops in that re-smoke, and now he's free to roam on the AWP.
This is classic orb position on the long cross. That's why you see, funnily enough, the big smoke's often used, right? 2 smokes. The latter of which was created by GodB, to my knowledge. Gonna see if FURIA throw them here. Try and cut off this orb. Yeah, flash down. There's one of the smokes. There's the GodB one. Trying to block Searson's angle. He's still got a line though. Can they flash him again? They don't have any left. That's the last one. He hits it blind. Fallen finds Rigon in mid with a tag. He's in trouble right now. Needs to get out of dodge.
Oh,
JDC
timing!
The smoke. That's a crazy play from Skulls. Playing with confidence right now. JDC swings in, wins that fight, and now they don't have that B control. Fallen's finished in middle. The flank from long. FURIA bit by bit, drip and dry in this round. JDC has done just enough to allow tabseN to rotate in. I don't think they know. I don't think they have a clue.
All bigger here. tabseN is that nasty surprise, gonna spring to life with the double. You know, considering JDC gets caught on a very awkward timing, he does a fantastic job of anchoring down B there. He's tagged up after the Skulls fight. He deals with Skulls on the push in, and then he saves just one flash for later in the round that he uses to stop the rest of FURIA from brute forcing their way in through the tunnels. Like, if he falls any sooner, and if they get in, tabseN would have never been in this position to win them the round.
Yeah, you just need to get one sometimes, and that is the one on a random smoke push like that.
Lurk smoke on B. They learn about the AWP on short as well. This is all building in FURIA's mind, right? They know that AWP is A-ward bound. They know the nade has just been used up on the B hold. This is giving them a lot of reasons to try and get into this B site. 2 players here, but JDC dead right away as Skulls and Cello lead the charge for FURIA. Big and left, too far removed.
Rigon is looking way too jittery on this B bomb site. He's moving a lot. He keeps repausing, jumping up, dropping off, throwing nades. He needs to calm down, I think, because we've seen this in a couple of rounds now. FURIA definitely making a note of this B bomb site, and Rigon's been caught a couple of times. He gets a kill, but yeah, it's very, very active, maybe too active for such a still anchor spot. JDC getting nothing done either. FURIA go 2 for 1 on a B hit. They win the rifle round.
Yeah, I think also it makes life harder for JDC in a way, right? Like, how do you maintain a nice crossfire or have kind of set standards for how you want to approach that when the guy with you is rattling around, right? You're never fully aware, like, because he's peaking on timings, and sometimes he's not peaking at all, and so, you're
Don't feel safe.
You're constantly on guard.
It's
whereas
impossible to communicate that, if you're playing like that. Yeah, that's the kind of thing
you're
you're
either
doing if you're on your
talking constantly, which would not be useful.
I'm peeking him, not peeking him off. I'm on.
Yeah. Timeout
Open,
called in
closed.
for big.
Yeah, this is a really good start for FURIA, just abusing the B bomb site right now, putting on mid pressure, taking catwalk still. right? Because that's the thing. If you're Furia, you know the biggest piece of big is Searson at the moment. This AWP, it can be such a problem on the car cross. So do you really want to just let Searson go and give him the chance to pop off? B definitely feels like the safer option right now. Searson, though, says, if you're going to come B, I'll see you there. Push right into lower. Fallen's found a mid-pick on Tabson up Cat. Searson's in hot water right now. They're mollying him as well. He's trapped in front of the flame. Searson with a missed shot. Good bait peek from Cello. Furia, very smart start to this round.
Yeah, that's just a very good standard for the lower tunnels take. And Crimbo, who has been a bit of a passenger in the last few rounds, not through his choosing, right? They've often ended just away from him. Finally gets a chance to be involved. The flash wrecks him, and it's an easy pickup for Serato.
It's just a realization for Furia that Big feel like they want to make a play, they want to get involved because these rounds have just been so cut and dry at B. So everyone makes a move, right? Tabson pushes catwalk, Searson pushes lower, Crimbo then plays after they die, and Furia punish everything. The util in this round is beautiful. 2 mollies lower, flash for Crimbo, and Fallen AWPs a storm in this round, 5-1. Right now, Furia playing a brilliant game, and Big have barely got a foot in.
Yeah, safe to say they've built up over this series of Furia.
This has been a great map for Furia this year alone, but especially in these last couple of months, right? It was a success at Rio, beating Miles and FaZe.
Oh,
They owned Liquid on this.
oh!
Hi.
Fallen loves it. Tag on the cross.
Give him more.
Searson dead early on. Bigger hating life right now. Skulls, they've got him trapped at least, but Cello has been a very capable right-hand man. Not in this round. JDC finds them both. On a wild upper tunnels push. Gets out with murder. Furia pump the brakes. They don't let the stress of that push get to them.
And no pick's going to be presented by to Fallen. He's going to have to go searching for it. They're going to get out mid. Knowing Searson's dead, frees you up a little bit. Regon jittering in the window. Fallen peeking in, and they both hit the shot, but Fallen's gun just better.
Finishes the job he started earlier, right?
JDC, great position.
Tabson, fast flank as well, but it's been spotted. Fallen's seen this. Fallen's got his number. And now him and Serato looking on. JDC picked up as Fallen turns on the Tech 9. And once more, Crimbo has to watch as another round rolls by. Taps out Fallen, sure.
Gonna try.
Way to go to make this doable still, right? SMG in Crimbo's hands. Money to buy up in the next round now. Could even just grab that AWP and get out of there. Might not be a bad save.
It's tempting, isn't it? Painful round to lose, but Furia play it very well in the mid round, letting Fallen work it with the AWP. Don't know how they cleared JDC and B. He was hard left doors. Just got iced out with ease by Yuri. Ah, did he go peeking?
Terrorists win.
B again. I mean, the game plan is clear. Big know it. Furia know it. How the Big want to respond. The one time they've gotten aggressive and got punished. Even this mid-fight is tenuous.
I mean, this is the sort of mind game to play, right? It's exactly what we saw in that round where Big tried making the move to play for lower. Everyone is aware that B is a problem, and Furia are able to use that to their advantage. In more ways than one. It's now a double AWP set up for Big moving forward. Fallen put up on a boost here. Able to lock horns with Searson down in middle, but Searson's rotated away.
Someone said it again. Wouldn't surprise me if they just take Cat, throw their exec, and come back for another mid to be. It's all they've done, and it's worked every single time.
Something that could be a difference maker here is that Regon has held onto his smoke for the longest of whiles, and so as JDC lobs in that one at the 40-second mark, you might think that that's all the util gone through on this B site.
Bomb is out mid right now. Bomb is going first. tabseN though dropping as Cello goes into spawn. JDC second orb finds a kill. Assisting in middle, dropping Fallen. Now Furia in hot water, 20 seconds. Is just going to go back to tunnels. I don't even know if they commit here.
I don't think they can. I think the round has already been decided. That re-smoke in from Regon, you're not playing through the smoke in a 3-on-5 into the AWP double hold over towards that B site. So this one is over. Finally Big pieced together a solution. Good awareness there to catch Furia attempting the drop into the spawn. Cello got nailed. And JDC was able to best Fallen in that clash at the B site.
It's still, you know, looking at what Furia tried to do, they're still trying to do the same thing. They're trying to adapt a little bit and stay ahead of Big, right? Dropping a player into spawn allows Cello to cut rotations while Furia play a mid to be. They don't need to worry about Big breaking a smoke or playing CT spawn. Of course, Cello dies immediately. JDC has a second orb. There are surprises there for Furia, but you can see exactly what their game plan is, and it's a really, I mean, conceptually, it's really nice.
I think if anything, Furia might just strip it back a bit more now, right? Like, because if anything, sending Cello on that push through the catwalk gave up your early advantage. You probably looked at that round and felt, well, if we did just go mid to B, that might have been our best chance to win it.
Oh no.
And Skull's picking Regon out of the round to open up only weakens this B defense further.
They know it's an orb. They got the lurk smoke down. I wouldn't have been felt bad if Skulls played there, but Furia is still taking a breather.
And yeah, this is it, right? The more just stripped back B play. They search for a kill there early. They get away with it.
Yeah, Regon's continuing to be problematic on this B-bomb site right now. Furia coming back for more. Lurk smoke is such a problem for the orb. JDC, he's got to hit the chance shot. M4 out, gets a dink. Cello somehow gets away with a kill. They're deep in the site. tabseN trying to stop them. Orb still trying to survive on the catwalk. That's all Big can do. They can't thrive. Furia in B. Wait.
tabseN trying to make a hero play. Hides out in this smoke. Flash. Oh, the flash missed. The flash didn't go far enough. I think it was Crimbo threw one out, but it looked like it looked like it actually like hit the ceiling over towards spawn. It popped in mid.
Oh. Well, tabseN just had to go either way.
Yeah, there it is.
Let's catch. Oh, well, it's all, the wheels are falling off, but it doesn't help when your B player is getting picked every round, right? Like, it's just making this so much more problematic.
I mean, Skulls might not be like 20 kills deep, but my God, is he still having a lot of impact.
Yeah, look at this. Woo! Walks out, Cello with a crucial kill. And tabseN is the only way to win the round. I don't think a flash would have even done much there, unless it was right over the doors. And think about this. Furia have not committed to an A play in this game.
No.
They've not committed out long. They've got a long kill in round 2, and then they went back to B. They've taken catwalk and they've sent Cello into Searson's AWP, and then they went back B. They've either B picked or mid split every round of this game. 9 rounds played. Furia do not want Searson to play this game, and they are doing a great job of avoiding him. We've been hyping up the Searson v Fallen AWP battle. We have yet to see it. 3 and 3. Sisson, he's even tried to play lower. Furia double mollied him. How will he adapt? How will he recover when Furia don't give him the chance?
I think you're going to extend Skulls a bit of time here, but this could be one of the first rounds where Furia don't look to go B. The smoke on the cross, oftentimes Fallen's been able to get the info on exactly how many players have crossed there early. And so for a change, that's not the case. And so as Big in this kind of moment of doubt of their B hold, play with a 2-on-2 where they're very spread across the map, Furia actually do ascend up the catwalk. They've taken Skulls out of the tunnel. This is going to be the A play.
All right, about time. Sisson says, sit back on the car side. Molotov's a problem. They smoke it, they go. Sisson gets exactly what he's waiting for. Do they commit? Yes, they do. They might learn the hard way. Fallen with a huge kill onto Taps, and Sisson still has that side cross, trying to pre-dodge a flash. It's not coming. There's no more utility left for Furia. They're still sneaking in under the cover of the smokes. Sisson crosses. Oh, Fallen with a miss. Bomb planted. Crimbo's in the sight right now, and he's going to go one, only one. Fallen playing that bomb. Queserato doesn't need to fight yet. They can't flush him out. Sisson needs to molly this position.
Forced into the swing. Queserato's so low in that entire hold. The fact he gets out with a double is maddening. And it's just JDC left up against it. Tap on the bomb. He wanted that gun, and Skulls closes the gap in the meantime. Furia are running away with this T side. Big's nerves are really rattling them. They have no faith in the B hold, ensuring up that side of the map. They're weakening other areas. Now this is stuff that Furia can look to play with, look to expose.
And now they've shown, yeah, they can win these A hits. I love the way they crawl under those smokes with the elevator smoke down. Sisson can't get an angle. You may find the 5-on-4, or at least the first kill into the site, but can't convert it.
I mean, this is, you know, Fallen calling it his best, right? Yeah. Finding some serious holes in the big game plan and using all that doubt against them. Queserato, clean opener onto Crimbo, and that backstab from Sisson, as he tries so hard to be involved in the conversation, might leave him out of the round entirely.
And he's picked long so many times. It's the one time he doesn't. It's the round Furia go. Fallen's got them in his pocket right now. Good grenade. Bad smoke, but Fallen fights through it. Sisson misses a shot. He can't get away. Big cannot save this game. Furia looking for a 9th. 5-on-2 in the site. Good shot, but so many more players. They are a bit isolated, but they're patient, and it pays off. JDC tried his best at B, but they are just going to swing together. Furia 9-2. Brutal game, beautifully called by Fallen.
Final timeout used for Big. And this is what Fallen is so good at as a captain. Finding these little gaps and using them to just destroy your faith in your team, right? Like, he's pushed all the right buttons right now, has Fallen. He's got Big doubting everything. And it's left Furia in such a good spot to just run away with this third and final map. 4 long for Big. Just Sisson over at B. And Big are taking so many risks, shuffling this defense around endlessly, hoping that one of these calls, one of these groupings nets something for them to work with. corridor smokes over in middle. Blocks off vision from the B side, but they leave CT open. Still, that's going to keep attention for Big over here on middle. While FURIA have successfully concealed the real object of their desire. I mean, bro, Fallen is in their heads right now. Big started 4 long. With the util they've thrown out in mid, Big gets so paranoid about middle that they lean heavy there with all 4 of those long players, and now FURIA go back, take the control, about to get this first strike. No, it's the site spot. JDC gets the info. JDC holds the line. First kill found. Regon might just throw caution to the wind here, teed up with a flashbang. They're all in behind him. Regon finally gets his time to shine. It's just Cello left standing. Still isn't comfortable with damage done on a Tabson, but with only 20 seconds left, Cello just doesn't have the time to play with.
He could climb up, but the time is falling away. And the Gandalf position, oh my god, is he going to go for it? 7 seconds, he's a wallbang right now, but too much health on this final play. He was hunting, damage, he sees the blood, but it's too late. Crimbo lives, plenty of health. 3 rounds far from plenty for Big. And FURIA on the tip of the elimination stage. They are right there, it's within reach, it's within vision. Gotta give it to Fallen for piecing together a masterful T-side on Dust.
In a matchup that he hasn't been able to win for over 8 years.
Yeah.
Fallen versus Tabson. The wildest of rivalries. To come out of Tabson donning the big jersey, Fallen is looking to break that streak now. And it would be very poetic if on this third and final map, after a disaster for FURIA to open after a real storming of the board from Big and a close second map, one that was kills away from going into overtime and everything being up in the air to complete
form. They've had poor changes, and still, despite that, in 9 matches across 8 years, Fallen in 3 teams has never won this game. And now when it matters, arguably most, to dodge that dreaded 2-2 matchup, to progress straight away into the next stage of the major against a Big who 3-0'd the RMR. It's right there on the cusp.
Okay, Serato, dual Beretta's good spot for them. Swing and a miss on the first fight. JDC with a couple of openers of his own now. Gets the ball rolling for Big. Yuri steals himself away. That's a clean tap. Watch out for Yuri. Hot hands from Yuri. Oh! Can he get the last man? It's just Tabson. Plans a dink down range, but that just stems the bleeding. Tabson really has his work cut out for him. Can't go back. Has to fight forward. Has to fight into this double hold. Clean tap from Tabson. Yuri. Real hot streak to open up this pistol round. Low on health. Can Tabson finish what he started? No! Yuri!
How's he done that? 4 kills, and the last one, the biggest of them all. Tabson was just chasing him down. And these were so clean. Left eye peaks. Bop.
There's no time. There's no time to react. It's mad. Yuri feels like he barely even saw the opponents. When someone's going for the late, you know, like bait and switch on boxes like that, that's the type of pistol round they have to offer up. Okay, Yuri riding the high a little bit there. Does fall to the pistols down in middle. But look at this relentless aggression put forth from FURIA. Nade finds huge damage out of Fallen. He's got low players laid out in front of him on the catwalk. Can Fallen farm up? Flashed in, teed up by K. Serato. Fallen cleans house. The professor is in, and he's teaching Big some painful lessons, as it's just Tabson. Fallen with the ace. And what a way for Furia to move into this elimination stage with Fallen giving us a game like this versus a tabseN he's never beat. He's just aced them right down the tail end of this game. And that's after calling rings around the big Dust 2 CT side.
After the heart attack that was Mirage as well. Felt like Big could have pulled this back, made this a 2-0. And Furia came through in this third with some flair. A crushing game plan on T side. And now one buy to beat. It's never been this easy. They've never been this close. Big layup in middle. Box still an upper. Cello baiting for Keserato, who's had a monumentally quiet series, but in this third map, it has mattered not. Skulls takes a lot of damage. These MP9s are not the perfect guns here for Furia, but Big. They've got to go. They've got nothing else on the map. They've just got Crimbo up cat. Is he going to throw in a fake, or is he just going to lurk? They're contacting in. Cello ready, turns from a flashbang. It's all on Skulls to get at least one. Does some damage. Cello capitalizes. Keserato nearby.
Keserato dead right away, but Cello, he's been hitting hard all across this series. Bested by tabseN. In a tight head-to-head, tabseN just gets out with the kill. It gets Big into this B site. There's one flash for Fallen, but don't underestimate him. Molotov now retrieved as well. Furia attempting this is a sign of the times. They want this game over and done with. They don't just want to win, they want to crush the spirits of Big. Yuri plays his hand, doubles up. Furia, map and series point just one round away from the elimination stage.
I'll take it away from them. This has been a beautiful game for Furia on map number 3. Everything has gone to plan. Everything has worked. Everyone is hitting just enough. And even with MP9s and the B-bomb site, they trade out fairly. And Fallen and Yuri piece it together with a knockout punch. syrsoN just avoided in this game, never given a chance to break in. And it's a new face of Big and Rigon with a smile wiped off it.
Successful opener found here to open up the round, but there's that Fallen AWP.
Oh,
they know it, they fear it, but JDC's able to run him down in middle. A ballsy push from JDC.
Surprised Fallen fell for that. He saw him get trapped in the molly. It's JDC's best play to push there.
Oh, but this ain't over yet. Skulls offers up resistance. Been the star performer for Furia across the other two maps. Hasn't found as many kills, but the impact has still been sky high from Skulls here on Dust 2. So now they group for this hit of the A site, but Furia one step ahead, have two bodies here. Cello steals himself away, buys a bit of time for Keserato on this rotate. Flash goes in, it's a good one at that. Cello, multi-kill. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to tabseN. Just to keep Big in this for one more round. He's had many a swing and a miss in these clutches. This has to be the one where he sticks the landing, and he can't do it. Furia, elimination stage, locked in a matchup that Fallen has not been able to best tabseN in for 8 years. Well, the one that really matters, the one that gets you to that next stage of the major, Fallen stands tall and stands triumphant at the end of it. Fantastic stuff from Skulls all across this series as well, looking to leave his mark. the first major in this Furia jersey for the young gun.
Yeah, super legit win for Furia, just in the way they do it across 3 maps, getting absolutely battered, blown out on Nuke. They return to form. They show us 2, well, dominant maps until that second half of Mirage. And this Dust 2 was a masterclass. Fallen calling rings around Tabson, and I love that he's finally won this game in such an impactful, such an important matchup that actually has consequences. Dodging 2-2, being in a dangerous place, having to fight for survival, fight for progression in a final game of the group, while Furia get a day off, get to relax, and get to go through.
Ah, it's poetic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Revenge. It's sweet for Fallen.
Unbelievable. I mean, Furia have had a great run here. You know, it was the Americas RMR, but we got a little bit worried for this team. They lost an opener to Legacy, and that put them in a scary spot where they had to play Liquid in a BO3. They fell there as well. Furia fought long and hard to even get to the major, but now they're here. They're giving us some pretty decent games, aren't they? Only 1 loss so far, 3-1. Business done. And Big, a little bit of a worry because they have brilliant sparks. They come into Nuke incredibly confident, but those other 2 maps were not the Big that we saw in that RMR.
No, it's an old habit for this big squad now, isn't it? Right? You feel like you can finally start to get behind them.
Heart attack.
They
for the
play
big
a
fans.
good series, and then it all just falls apart by map number 3. You know, JDC, credit to him. He was the guy who kind of, you know, tried to recover their Mirage. He was the one guy offering up some form of resistance at the B site. The big problem area here, and it was so clear, and it's rare that it's this clear, Regon never looked comfortable, never looked switched on. And Furia exploited the ever-living hell out of it to get that strong T-side start.
I mean, I've never seen a game plan look that clear and also that unsolvable by Big, because for 10 rounds in a row, Furia did nothing but hit the B bomb site. They literally didn't even try and commit A in a single round, and Regon fell almost every single time. He was completely absent from this entire map, and you could see it. You know, Big were trying to make adjustments. They tried to play more aggressive. That would get punished. They tried to swap JDC's positions up. Didn't really work, and towards the end, Furia could just win everything. They could go for those A hits, they could go for late splits, they could change their mind. None of that mattered. 13-3, more dominant than Nuke, which is the opening game of this map, a map that Big embarrassed Furia on. Well, they're the ones leaving red in the face.
Yeah, and now Big have to keep scrapping for their chance at that elimination stage. They said that when it got taken off of them, that both felt like a slap in the face and also brought with it some motivation. Well, those are going to have to be more than just fighting words.